What's up, guys? So I got a great question off IG the other day. So the girl's asking me like how to approach jiu-jitsu from the standpoint of a student with ADHD, and for me that hit pretty close to home because I had friends with ADD that I used to train with, and also I used to teach kids a lot. So I had a lot of students with a lot of high energy and very little focus. So I'm going to take two approaches. So one as the approach as a student, and then the second one as an approach as an instructor, because it's two-sided. It's not just like you can do everything by yourself, especially if you're a student. So, you know, as a student, if you have ADD, it's going to be tough for you to focus. I think that's like a big problem for a lot of, especially kids now coming up, growing up, all the technology. But you know, it's going to be hard for you to focus, and you know, if the instructor is showing a technique, it might be hard for you to, you know, take in all that information, which it's already hard, especially starting out. Everybody, they see the technique and then they go walk away and then they forget the technique. I know that used to happen to me when I was a white belt. So it's very common, guys. So I think it's if you have like trouble focusing, you're gonna have to be more proactive in your study of jiu-jitsu, and you won't be able to rely on like, you know, YouTube or instructionals or like your instructor as much, you know, in the class setting, a group class setting. It's going to be tougher for you to focus. So maybe more one-on-one, that's going to be a great way. You know, private lessons, that might be a great way to help increase your focus, because you're going to be working with the instructor, and then you can't really daze off. You can't like be unfocused because you're right there communicating with the instructor. You gotta do what they're saying, right? So that's one great way. Another thing you can do is don't worry so much about the instruction part, which is going to be hard if you're starting out. It's going to be there's going to be some barriers there, but if you're like more advanced, don't worry so much about going to class. Well, you should go to class obviously, but be more proactive. So maybe going to open mat and just training, going straight to training if that's more your speed. Or I'm big on positional sparring, so like have an idea of what positions give you trouble, then just go work the positions. Don't worry about sitting down and trying to watch a video or listen to someone show you the move. Just go get right to work and then learn that way. I think that's going to be a better use of your time. But again, there's only so much you can do as a student if your focus is already pretty bad. You know, it's not like school. It's different if you're in school. Like I can show you like a lot of different ways to focus, but when you're training jiu-jitsu, because you have to train with partners, it's not something you can just approach by yourself. So that brings me to my second point. The instructor has to work with you if you have trouble focusing. So whenever I would show or teach a kids class, and I you know, especially younger kids, their focus, their attention's like this long. I was very careful in the words that I used. Keep, for instructors again, keep your descriptions of moves and just your language, keep it very basic, keep it very straight to the point, succinct. And you don't want to be like a Danaher. You don't want to use like a big word vocabulary. You know, that's gonna kill people's attention right off the bat. So using very simple words, your tonalities, speaking with emphasis so you can wake someone up. I also like to point and snap, and I'm always using my hands. And that's a great way to get someone's attention, because if you're just droning on, like say I'm talking and I just drone on and on and on, it's going to be hard for you to focus. But if I'm moving around, I'm pointing, I'm moving, I grab you, I touch you, it's going to be a lot easier to pull you in. And I also like to communicate with students. I think if you're always talking to students, like I'm talking to you in this video, it's going to be hard to keep your attention. But say we're in person, I'm touching you, I'm putting you in the right position, I'm asking you questions, I'm engaging you, it's gonna draw your attention a lot better. And then you know, not talking so long. That's something I try and do a lot. I'm talking a lot in this video, but in real life, you know, usually I speak for maybe 3 to 4 minutes per technique. And I know because I've been there. I've been in class and the instructor's talking and I'm like, man, oh my God, I'm thinking about my life. You know, what I want to eat later. I'm like, man, I'm tired. And so it gets pretty tough. So I'm also, as an instructor, I'm also watching the crowd. So if I see a student, I'm seeing like, oh, their eyes are glazing over. I'm like, all right, guys, let's go. Let's do the technique. Let's go. Let's push. And I just try to mix it up, guys. Keep doing the same system, the same techniques, the same class setting. You know, it might be good for structure, but you're also going to bore a lot of people. So definitely working with kids helped me a lot. Knowing when I'm losing people's attention, and just knowing that I got to get my point across very quickly is super important. So I think, you know, as a student, there's things you can do. Be more proactive in your study. You might not be able to watch, like, you know, 2-hour long instructional DVD, but you can take a private lesson. You can grab a partner and just work drills during your open mat or free periods. So as a student, that's what you can do. As an instructor, or, you know, if you have ADD, you can tell your instructor you have ADD. They're going to work with you more, you know, because instructors, we're busy. We don't always know what people have going on. We don't know what you got going on in your life half the time. So you gotta let us know, and then we can work with you. And so as an instructor, you know, if I had someone with ADD, I would, you know, maybe give them more attention, one-on-one attention, so they can make sure they had the details down. I can make my explanation shorter. I can use, you know, emphasis of words and keep my language very basic and succinct, so I'm right to the point. There's no fluff. And then changing up the moves and changing up the techniques, right? So it's not easy if you have like any type of, you know, something like ADD or ADHD or whatever else. It's tough. And just note that you're not by yourself. You have people around you that can help you, but you have to put yourself out there. You have to go, hey, I need help. My focus, I can't focus like, you know, other people maybe, or can you help me? Can you show me? You know, if the instructor can't help you, maybe a higher belt can help you. But you have to take that first step, because, you know, everyone's got something going on in their life. But you know, usually in jiu-jitsu, people are always willing to help you. So I hope this video helps you guys. If you have ADHD, ADD, you can still do jiu-jitsu. It's just we have to make some changes for you. All right, guys? So if you like this video, please subscribe. And until next time, peace out.